Welcome back to another Sims 4 video. Today we're going to be building our very own high school. Thank you so much to the EA Creator Network for making this early access video possible. So I've been playing quite a bit of the Sims 4 high school years, and I've had quite a bit of experience actually playing in the high school lot, which is this lot here if you're unaware. It's a 64 by 64 lot. We have all the space up the front. Hang on, if I go down and show the grid, you can see, yeah, this whole section inside this pathway is the lot. This is the high school. It's pretty cool. It's honestly pretty dang cool. The thing that I want to do, well, number one is build my own high school because that's pretty cool. But number two, things I've learned from actually playing in this one, it's just too big, which I know seems a little silly to say. Like, it's not that big. And if we made it look any smaller, it would probably look too small. But what we're gonna have to do is design the interior, or at least the playable space in the interior, to be much smaller. Because the problem is when you're playing high school during the day, you know, you have 1 hour of class and you have like an hour or two of break. And the Sims, they take a long time to walk places, especially if they're not feeling good, like if they're tired or need a shower or need to go to the toilet. Everything takes a long time to walk between and walk around. And especially my Sim, for some reason, likes to go to the cafeteria and then they walk to sit in the principal's office and then they walk back, and it's just, it takes too long. So what we gotta do in thinking about redesigning this is, first of all, what do we actually need? The hard and fast needs are just here. So we know exactly what we need, but realistically in gameplay, we have to have two classrooms, classroom 1 and classroom 2. I will probably end up putting these closer together. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build like more classrooms that you can see, but we won't necessarily like use that for gameplay. We also need the cafeteria, which this is just far too big. I'm sorry, it's cavernous. It's too big. So we'll have a cafeteria. We also need an area for the principal. And that's, I mean, obviously bathrooms and stuff, and that's kind of like the requirements. Like, and of course like lockers and stuff, but those just go in the hallways. So I think we can make something that looks cool, that's playably in a smaller space, but I think we'll make it still bigger, like, and just have like decorative parts of the school, I think is a way to do it. So first up, goodbye Copperdale High. Oh, that's interesting. Looking at the terrain that's underneath. Goodbye terrain. All right, so what I did is I definitely want to go for an Art Deco inspired school like what we had there. So I did some research. I found one called Wilson School that's located in Montana in the US, and it looks awesome. Big curves, big like parapet on the roof. You know, I think it's gonna look great. So I'm gonna use that as my inspiration. I don't think I can show the images because they're probably copyright protected, so I'll build the school and you'll see what it looks like. Oh, the other thing that happens as well is there's festivals back here. And when you travel to like go to the festival, your Sim will spawn here and have to go all the way around. So there's nothing I can really do about that, but that's just something to note. Okay, first up, I want to have the school on a little bit of a hill. So what I'm going to do, I want to have a couple sets of stairs. So what I'm going to do, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I'm going to use, so basically that should be 8 steps. Let's just double check. Yep, 8 steps, perfect. Then I'm going to use that as my guide. So I'm going to just click up here with the terrain tool, and then we'll get that exact height. So that's the height I essentially want the school to be at. And then obviously I'm going to blend it so it's like a really smooth hill. That's the idea. Cool. That's pretty much what I want it to be. Like, it's there, but you know, it's nice, just big smooth hill. So what that's going to allow us to do is plan the school out. So we're going to have big curves. All right. I also need to find the center of the lot. That's another thing I have to do. All right. So this is my center. I think I want to push it further back than that. I don't think I want the front of the school right there. Maybe even all the way back there. Kind of like, so the original school that was here was pretty far set back. So I kind of want to do a similar thing. So we're going to use the space back here, probably almost a similar layout, you know, U-shaped sort of layout as well, I'm thinking. Maybe not, I don't know, we'll see how we go. This is all kind of just, we're going to experiment. All right, well, we're going to use a nice big door like this. Just trying to design the entrance first to see how this works. Now, obviously, it's not going to look like the school I'm basing it on exactly, especially in scale. Scale-wise, this is going to be scaled down, like I said. Now I'm wondering if, because I want to do big curves, is that going to be too big? Probably for the scale I'm going for, I think that is actually too big. So I think I'm going to go for the smaller one, or the medium-sized one, I should say. Move it into there. Yeah, I think that's better. Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's do like the pathways. It's like I want to get everything sort of laid out before we start getting stuck into details. All right, so then I'm going to get some stairs out the front of the school, which it's not going to let me do. So what I'm going to have to do is we'll use the flooring as a trick again. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, lower that section down. This is where the stairs will go to. So we'll use this as our main footpath. I want this to be fairly long, maybe even all the way to here. And then we're going to go down to ground level, which is here. And then we'll smooth out the hill so it's not as obviously cut in like that. We'll make it blend in. Actually, I think I want this to be wider. Okay, that's what I'm working with so far. So I've got this sort of little concrete wall here, kind of similar-ish to the actual one I'm basing it off of. That's why that's there and that one's not. Yeah, just smooth out the sides a little bit so it looks, you know, like the stairs are more following the hill. Looking good. All right, so we've got to be careful not to make this place too big. So I think maybe this wide is all I'm going to go. I might even bring this central section in one less. So it's like, it's really not big, and then it will keep going out. So I'm going to bring it out, but I think this section will extend backward. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab this one, rotate it like this. So it just sort of steps back a little bit, which I quite like. And I'm going to add a couple of details on the sides here. Yeah. That's cool. All right, I'm liking the look of the shape. Now, the one thing I got to be careful of is when I'm building the playable space where you're actually going to experience the high school day, it needs to be close together because that's my one big problem. And at the moment, I don't think that's possible. I think it needs to extend. It needs to be deeper. I think I made it too shallow because I think what I'll do is I'll maybe have most of the playable space on like one half of the school. And then we'll have like decorative areas over here that you can maybe go to, but we won't really make that the focus. So let's make this school thicker. You know what I could do is if it'd be really cool to have like classroom that's in this curved wall section, but I don't know if there's gonna be enough room. All right, let me do it like, I'm gonna plan like a layout. Obviously I'm gonna build another level, but we're not going to use that for gameplay because even going across multiple levels, that adds way too much time to moving around. And also just when you're playing, it's kind of easier just to be all on one level. At least I find that personally. So we're going to try to keep everything on this one level. But we'll do like decorative building up top. So we'll get to that. Okay, so this is what I'm working with right now. I just put all the requirements in because I have to do that to be able to save. So if you see random stuff, that's why. So mostly focusing on this side of the school. I haven't really done stuff over there. So if this is our classroom, I think this works. You know, we've got the 9 desks in there, much like the original. I'm not sure where the windows are going to go yet, so I might need to reconfigure the layout of the room with the whiteboard, but I think that works. I don't think it feels too cramped. I was a little worried about the entrance feeling too small, but I think by doing the classic second set of doors that for some reason all like American TV shows and movies have in high schools. I mean, maybe that's a thing, I don't know. But yeah, so we go front door, second set of doors, because I don't know, it just creates a nice little buffer area. And then into the main hallway, and then I actually have a couple of doors that are gonna lead out to the back where we'll have, you know, an outdoor area. And then around here, we've got the main locker stretched straight down here, which I think looks really good. You get that view that we all know and love of a bunch of lockers straight down the hallway. And then that'll be the same on this side. The only thing I'm worried about is I don't know if that's too much, like, because they're tall objects, they kind of get in your way. Like, I don't know if that's going to be annoying, but I think it's almost worth it for that view. The other thing is you can just play, if you just play the game from this angle, then you don't see it, but then you don't see the curved wall. Because when you have cutaway walls on like I do now, where, you know, where the walls disappear when you're looking through, that doesn't work on the curved wall. So it kind of just stays up. So you can't really, it's kind of annoying to play that way. And then going this, if you play from this direction, which is kind of what I would like to do, these lockers kind of get in the way. So I'm wondering maybe if we just peel it back like a little bit, maybe even to there. I think that helps. And then you still get that look. Yeah, you know what, that's better. And then we'll just put like, I don't know, a bench or something there. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I think, you know, surprisingly, I think that helped a lot. Just moving it back a little bit, because then you can play from this angle. They don't get in your way. Like these ones aren't there. That's quite nice. Okay, that's good. This room, I'm not 100% sure what it will be. It could just be a decorative room. We might make it something else. I'm not sure. But over here, let's get some lights. We're working on this area now. Just going to use these ceiling lights because they're kind of easy. So in the original high school, there was, you know, the principal's office, which we do have to have a principal's area. And I felt like this could be like the reception in a way, you know, like, so I won't do like a fully fledged thing. I'll just do like a couple of bench seating things here, like almost like a little lobby waiting to go into the principal's office. And then this was going to be the staff lounge or the faculty lounge. right there. And then over this side is the cafeteria. I'm gonna make it bigger because I actually don't think, you know, I said it was too big, the original, but I think this one might be too small. We'll see, we'll see. It actually might be fine. You know what, it might be fine looking at it again. But that's the plan, so let's go ahead and detail some stuff up a little bit. Oh, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff I haven't done, like, I really like the gym and the computer lab and all that kind of stuff, so maybe one of those things will go in here. Those aren't actually required for the high school, but they're super useful. I feel like every school, or at least that I went to, had always this like weird bluey gray carpet. So I think I want to do that. I'm going to change these desks to be like the more scuffed. Oh yeah, this scuffed like, yeah. All right, that's better. Does this have any different? Oh, it's got like a bluey one. The black one maybe? Just a little bit different, you know? All right, let's get the windows in too, because I need to figure out how that's all gonna work. Okay, I think that's how I'll do it. So we'll have the two in the middle there, one on the front like that. I think that'll work. And when we detail the outside, it'll look good. I promise it'll look great. But from the inside, because now what's important is how we lay this out. I don't really want the whiteboard to block any of the interesting, you know, architecture going on here. And when you're in class, the teacher, stands at the whiteboard to teach the class. So I also need to make sure it's not in a, like, I can't put it like here. Well, I mean, I can do that, but it's a bit silly. So I'm just gonna move objects off to make sure I can actually place this where I'm placing it. Oh yeah, it seems fine. Ooh, these could be really cool. Not that one specifically, but like these along the wall. How do I, dang it. I want it to like attach to the wall, but not the other piece. Oh, okay, this might not work. Because these all snap to each other, I can't really get it to snap to the, like I want it to just curve around the wall. Let me do some books there or something. I don't know, let's go with that for now. I don't want to get too heavily detailed just yet. So over here, I'm going to use this beautiful carpeting. I think probably in all these classrooms, I'll use that blue carpeting. For the principal's area, I mean, I guess it should just be the same, right? Like nothing fancy, just the kind of same sort of flooring. Let's get the windows on the outside too. I wonder if these windows will work at all with all this. I mean, that's a similar style, so it could actually work. I'm going to make this one wider. I know I've got a big thing about not making this place too big, but my window doesn't fit and it's annoying me. Yeah, because now that like fits perfectly in that space like that. Do I use those windows or do we, maybe not? Should we try use these ones? I mean, I like them. Because I would use these in here, but they don't curve around the wall nicely like the other ones. And if these stack, they're actually quite a bit higher, so then I have to move these up. Oh, apparently I can't, and now I can. Which actually, that's not a bad thing, because then it's sort of higher up above the whiteboard, which actually, yeah, that's not bad. I don't mind that. But from the front, what do we reckon? Should it, maybe we should have the double stack. Is that too much window now? That's a lot of window. Maybe, okay, what if we just reduce the number of windows? I would also slide this further along, but you can't, when it transitions from the curve to a straight wall, you can't overlap both at the same time, annoyingly. So it has to sit there. You know, I'm going back to that and I'm gonna have these stacked. Let's try it, can always change. I mean, I do really like the look of these windows like that. I think it looks sweet. That's a pretty good principal's office. All right, so actually for the principal's office as well, I definitely think we gotta do like the classic internal window that every high school also seems to have. So I'm gonna use these larger ones inside because I think that makes sense. Actually, you know what? What if we make it a half wall? It just means when you put the walls down, you still see it. Do we like that? No, we don't like that. That's tossed. That idea is tossed. Actually, the interior maybe should more match what we have here. Yeah, like that. That's all right. That works. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the walls. I think there's too much stonework on these. I mean, we could use these in the hallways, but I think in here we just need something drab. It's a high school, you know? And it's like just like a white wall, like that. Yeah, just this. I know it's like the most boring wallpaper, but I mean, this is a high school. You know, it's not supposed to be fun and exciting, right? All right, so the door's there, so I'm gonna have the desk face this way. That's good. Principal can have a beautiful desk like that that matches the doorway actually quite nicely. Yeah, that's lovely. Just I mean, it's a pretty good office to be fair. All right, what, oh, we got some just blinds like this? Yeah, this is good. Oh yeah, nice and drab. You know what? I'll actually unironically love this space. All right, principal chair. Should we do like that for the principal's chair? How about this? Nah, I think maybe we could do like one of these. A slightly nicer chair, or maybe just that, or that. No, let's get him. We're gonna get him that. Now, I think the original one in the high school had a computer for the principal, so I'm gonna give them, they'll have a computer. And then there was a couple chairs, I guess, for naughty students to visit. I think I'll use this chair. mix it up from the classroom chairs. I don't want to use the same stuff everywhere, so I might move that back slightly so I have a little bit more room. You know what? I don't know if I like this desk because I didn't realize it was pink on the top. That's definitely pink. So I might change that. You know, I think they should have like, do we have filing cabinets? Cabinet, or is that another pack? I think that might be another expansion pack or something. The trophy cabinet will definitely be in here. I reckon this would be the place to have it, like display it in the school office. Might just do a couple of chairs like this, a little waiting area, you know, nothing too fancy, but you know, gets the job done. Oh, nice drab colors. Now, what about this trophy case? Yeah, alrighty. Now I feel, yeah, so principal's office, there's these lockers, which are obviously not like lockers, they're like fake ones. Oh, I like the corkboard actually. They have like a little book. There's a bookshelf, but like almost like just like a little magazine rack or something to read while you're waiting, you know, just pop that there. Oh, actually this little cart I think is actually a really good just decorative piece to have in the classroom. The door's there, so maybe we could have like a, oh actually you know what, let me grab this. We've got a bit of space at the back of the room. I feel like just having these, because they tile really nicely together. Like if you put them next to each other, you can see it sort of just like fits perfectly. It's just a good thing to have there. And then maybe, you know, yeah, we'll have the little card up the front here and it would be like a little, you know, it's been pushed in and just sort of popped there, you know. Yeah, that's looking like a good classroom. All right, so I'm using like the, this is one piece here, like a big diploma set. Then I'm using a mixture of like the regular, these are like the ones you get for like passing high school in-game. We're gonna use a mix of these with different colored frames. Just to beef it out a little bit so the principal looks like even better, you know? Yeah. Okay, so we got all that stuff there, a couple of chairs. I put this little table there as well. You know, I think that's a good little principal's office. Oh, we got like the high school like floor crest thing, which we could actually put here. It's a little big, so I might scale it down for our uses. Just put it there, and then there should be a color. Yeah, that one matches. Beautiful. I don't even know if I want that there, but I'm putting it there for now. I love this wallpaper. I love how like, how nothing it is. I think it's perfect. Okay, so we do actually need bathrooms and close by, which as you may note is not really in my plan. So maybe I might turn this space into bathrooms because it's in between all the stuff we're gonna be doing. Or maybe this might actually be a bit better, although it's a bit far away. Like if you need to go to the bathroom before class, having it there, it's gonna be better than over there. So you know what, I'm gonna use this as the bathroom space instead of a classroom. I mean, it would make more sense, I think, practically as a classroom. So you're gonna come in that door, and it's pretty big. So we could, or, hang on. Let's maybe move the door down, move it there, so it's in that space instead. So we're gonna have two distinct bathrooms, though they're both gonna be, you know, whoever can use it. They're not gonna be gendered or anything. It's all just unisex bathrooms and stuff. Because it just makes it a lot easier. Like I found in the high school in the game, it's actually, I find it really annoying because some of the bathrooms in the high school are unisex and then others aren't. And I don't know which is which, so I actually found it really annoying. So these are both gonna be unisex, so doesn't matter which one you go in, it's all good. Yeah, that's the right color. I guess there's no reason this needs to have that door. I could just, maybe, what about this door? That's not bad. That's all right. Actually, that looks all right. I don't know if I want those. I think those lights are maybe too big. Might use these little, yeah. I guess these windows are maybe a little bit of an issue. Well, I guess it's all right. It is right at the front of the school. They're a little big, but I definitely want the windows there is the thing. Like I definitely, because from the outside anyway. We do double layer blinds. I mean, it works. That looks so stupid though, doesn't it? Okay, maybe one of these is a bathroom. This is something else. Actually, what about this? Let's cut off that so that becomes part of this room, okay? And then maybe this is the faculty lounge. And then the bathroom's here. Yeah, okay, that works better. And then we can use this as maybe like a computer lab or something like that, which was gonna go here, but we can put it over here. Okay, yes, got it. These kind of place weirdly. Maybe they fit better on the other wall, hang on. Oh, this one works. How come this, oh, maybe the lockers or something are blocking it from sitting there. It works better this way. Yeah, that fits better in the space. We can do two there and then sinks here. Yeah, okay, that works. Make them nice and drab. I mean, it's a bathroom. It doesn't need to be fancy. I think I'll do counter-based sinks. Oh, get to work would be really good for this because it'd be good. Like all the hand soap stuff is really good. And the hand towels. I think we should use the new tiled wallpaper because it looks awesome. Can we just do this boring one? I don't know, like, am I making this too boring? I mean, it's a high school. It's not supposed to be like, woo, you know? So maybe, no, I'm okay with that. Let's do that. All right, so we got a bathroom there. That's great. That's like right in the middle. It's easy to get to. We still have a bunch of lockers here, so we still have that aesthetic going on, which I'm happy with. All right, so the faculty lounge is gonna be here. Open the door. Oh yeah, actually this is the perfect spot for a little coffee station. Some nice blinds. We do want blinds in here, you know, of course. Perfect. Some books there. We'll get like a table in the middle, because I think that's kind of what they had. I'm just basing this off, you know, what was in the other one. We'll do a smaller table. Do like a table here where they could come and like eat lunch. I really like the color of those chairs. And then I think maybe, yeah, like a little couch as well or something. Just to relax on a bit. Beautiful. Yeah, I actually really like that. All right, so the cafeteria, obviously around the back as well, is very rough at the moment. So we gotta sort that out. I think I'm gonna try and use that size of the cafeteria. Now at the back, I'm gonna let's get this flooring going. So in the original one, they just had like a big plaza out the back, which I actually quite like. I think that's nice. Not really much to do with that. There's like vending machines and stuff, which is good. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of just having a big section out here, and then we'll just have stairs going down, and we'll try and make it look cool somehow. All right, I'm just gonna do that for now. I know it looks crazy. This whole thing is just a big sketch at the moment, okay? So the doors in the middle, I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna have stairs. Oh, hang on, stairs. Oh, okay, hang on. Put that there so we can have it nice and flat. There we go. So the stairs will be here. That allows you obviously to walk straight through, come out the back. Probably have some more stairs around the place too. But for now, let's leave it like that, because that gives us a place to build off of. If we had, we should have more curves. I think for sure, maybe at the back on the end of these would be kind of cool, or at least in the interior. But also make the cafeteria really cool. I want to make it much bigger. Oh, does it make the flooring weird? I don't know. We can work with that. Okay, yeah, I don't think this makes it too much bigger, so I'm gonna use this. I do have a weird spot there though. I'm not sure how to fix. Maybe I just do. Oh, you know, let me build out the platform first, then the wall. Yeah, rounded walls are very cool, but they're a little hard to work with. See, like what is this? You know? You know what? Let's delete that, and let me just go back to this. I'm gonna smooth this out to how it sort of should be. And I think we just have the platform maybe on the in a bit, and maybe it could stick out here a bit. Maybe just like that instead, because I mean, that solves all those problems with the weird stuff. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And then what I would like to do as well is, yes, platforms here. I'm gonna use these as planters. We're gonna put a bunch of like landscaping in these. Yeah, this will be cool. Oh, how big are those? There's a really cool like new awning, but it's huge. Ooh, it's so close to fitting. Ooh, I guess I could move objects. It would totally fit there. And likewise over here. I mean, we don't have to use it. Thought it'd be kind of cool. So I think I'm ignoring that for now. I'm gonna do like the sort of tiered stairs again here at the back, because I think that works. It looks pretty, I think it looks pretty good doing it that way. And then if we just smooth out this as much as possible. This will just all be grass. I mean, we might do some trees around, but we're not gonna do too much. But I think that's looking pretty good. All right, we need doors for the cafeteria for sure. I think I want to do a double door. I do like doing the two sets of doors next to each other. I don't know, it feels like more important, you know? Now, this doesn't really fit, so what I'm gonna do, let's do the windows first. Window here and here. Do we want them to, I guess they should line up with these. I guess really these windows should be that height. The only reason they're up that high is because the lockers are there. I've sort of made them a little higher. There's not enough room at the end here to fit windows, so I'm gonna have to position them maybe there. It's better. And then bring these around closer. Can we fit another set? Oh, we can. Ooh, okay. Because I reckon that will look so cool from the inside. These doors kind of look a little goofy. Do they move objects? These windows, maybe? It does overlap the doors a fair bit. Yeah, that looks silly, doesn't it? All right. What about the front door, like this door? Okay, that might work. Maybe just a bit more. Because I have to make these a bit more white rather than cream, which actually I guess kind of works because that has like a white trim on it. So we have like the black. Also, the black door I think definitely matches the rest of it way better. Okay, well, why don't we do that then? Over here anyway. And on the inside, I'm gonna get some columns here because I feel like the door kind of looks a bit short on the inside. Alrighty, cafeteria, let's go. So we're gonna have, I guess, so 2 doors there, and I think I'll have the cafeteria like buffet there. I feel like something should be behind this. I'm a little hesitant to put anything that's actually functional behind this, like a stove and stuff I would like to put there, but I can just imagine Sims autonomously coming to use it. So I'm not gonna put anything functional back here, but I just want something there. I feel like there should be something. Even a sink I don't wanna put there because they're gonna use it. So I'm just gonna leave it as counters. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that for now. Okay. And then, so table-wise, the original one only had like 3 tables, which I think makes sense because there's never that many people in the school at once. Because you can only have like a maximum of 20 Sims on a lot. So let's try like, we could maybe do 4 tables just to fill it out a bit more. But I think this scale already is better than the other one because the other one is just so big. It's just too big. Let's place these in a way that feels like it's more full, hopefully. Like we could do like a bench, not a bench, but like a bench, like a seat over there or something, just so there's something else. Like just this. Should actually probably be more windows, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, these are stacked too low. There we go. So the kitchen's there, or not the kitchen, but the, so if I'm trying to do like somewhat even spacing, it should be like that, and then it's too close. So I don't know, I think we have to do some creative placement. Maybe that's okay, because that's like the hallway section. We could put a column there or something, and just have all these windows. It's a lot of windows, I know. And I guess this area probably shouldn't have it. But then what would this be out here? I don't know, it's something. I put some columns there. Problem solved. Whoa, that's so cool. Like the gold trim. A little bit bougie though. It's still even this is pretty nice. Like I think it should maybe even just be this as well, like this drab wallpaper that we've got everywhere else. Maybe I feel like the hallways should be maybe a little bit more special. Maybe this. Actually, that's not too bad. We could do that one in here. And then the hallway could have the taller one maybe, like where the stone goes up higher. Either this sort of whiter one that we have or more cream. I guess the wider one sort of goes with the school a bit more. So maybe that for the hallways. I'm gonna have like 2 chairs set up here, like couple of students like were eating here and they pulled up some chairs to hang and chat. Yeah, I think something like this is good. It's very bland, but I know that's the point I'm trying to do here, but maybe we could spice it up a little bit. I'm actually gonna use these back here, I think. Yeah, actually using I'm using these gray ones inside. I might actually use the white ones. I know all the windows are black, but I kind of like those for the interior doors. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit nicer. What about like, oh. I was like, what about this? And then it just didn't place. Wait, what cannot intersect obstructions? What obstructions? Okay, move objects. Let's go. There we go. It's not, I mean, I could put it around here, but it's going to be pretty messy trying to fit it around the curves, I think. Oh, we need the school sign. Heck yeah, let's go like down here somewhere. Figure it out later. Just thinking, I feel like we need something here. Oh, you know what? Maybe this would be good in the floor of the cafeteria. Sort of, you know, following the curves-ish. Put it there, and then... Is that the one we used out here? Oh no, we used a more goldy one. Although that one might be better for this space. So that one's got a bit too much color, I think. Yeah. What about that? Is that too busy, or is that... add a bit of... I think it definitely adds to the room. I think that's a good idea. Let's do that. Oh, what about some bins, actually? That's probably a good idea. There's no bins. I don't think you really need it on the school lot, but I feel like a cafeteria would have some bins. Sure. A couple here. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna actually change these to the black trim so it matches all this stuff. Yeah, that's good. All right, a couple of bins, plenty of cafeteria space. That's cool. And look at that light that comes in through there. Beautiful. Oh, you know what would be cool? I know we're gonna do two levels, but could we have, because also doing a second level of this curve, it might even be too much, but what if we did this? Now that's gotta be cool, right? Whoa, look at that light coming in there. Okay, we have to move these, obviously they're in the way. Okay, you know, I think we're onto something here. We'll put like a fence or something around this too, by the way. It won't just be like that, but we'll get to that. Okay, I think that's enough light. Whoa, it's so bright there. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's the next level right there. I'm liking this, I'm liking this. Should we do like a trim on it just so it's not so... Yeah, that's better. It looks quite sturdy having like big bulky trim on it. That's cool. Maybe it should be black, yeah. And then yeah, we'll finish up the details around everything as we get through it. And we got huge blank walls in these classrooms, which is a little tough, but we can get like a giant periodic table. Okay, that's too big. I can't like put it low. It's scaled up. Okay, I'm gonna get 3 of these there. You know, just it doesn't have to, I don't think it has to be like over cluttered, but it just needs, you know, something I think going on here. I'm also aware that these ones are actually lower down than the other side, but it's to line up with that. Yeah, that's better. And then maybe at the back of the room, could have like a notice board kind of thing. I feel like that's quite common in classrooms. Maybe these 2 different ones. How about that? Mix it up. It's also really dark back there. You know, I'm gonna actually use smaller lights in here because I'm using that light everywhere. I think it may be a little much. Yeah, there we go. That's drab. I like it. Cool. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay, so we got a pretty much similar setup in this room. You know, there's not too much difference. They're just 2 classrooms that you go to and fulfill your daily job of going to class. Yeah, so that's there. I did actually change the wallpaper in here, so it's a little bit more yellow than the rest of them. And I'm actually wondering if I should maybe change them. Oh, you know what? I guess it's actually just because of the lighting. I do want the classrooms more yellow, but because this light is quite white, compared, you can see like this is the same wallpaper, but the lighting is very different. So we'll change that in gameplay. This entrance area, I haven't really done anything with yet, but I think maybe using these could be good because I have like banners. What color are we going to be? We're kind of the greeny and gold. So yeah, this one maybe. And actually, let's get some columns. I'm not going to overdo. Okay, we're going to go there or there. I'm actually not sure why. I'm going to get rid of these because I don't really like those benches anyway. But I'll put something there, but I don't know what. Okay, those can't go there still, interestingly. All right, move objects. Now they can. So we're going to go there. I'm going to do it on the corner of where this thing is. I think that's enough. Otherwise, it might overdo it. Yeah, just some sort of team banners along the wall there. I'm happy with that. And I think I might just use this same sort of bench we're using around the rest of the school. Like we've got in the cafeteria and in the principal's office. I'm going to do the same sort of thing. It's over there. So, you know, just a couple seats. Nothing special, just there. All right, a couple classrooms. That's good. A bunch of my lockers disappeared. I'm actually not sure why or when that happened. So let's put those back. That's better. Yeah, we need my locker hallway. Okay, so yeah, I've just done that little section of this hallway just down there. Nothing too special, but it's just going that way. Might get some more columns just in here as decoration, just to give it a little bit of detail, like just that. I don't think I need any more than that, because otherwise I think they just show up in gameplay, like when you're in live mode, right? Or do they fade away? I always forget, but I don't want to do too many columns either way. All right, before we move on to this section and even this section here, let's finish the exterior look, because that's also kind of important. Okay, so here is where I'm at with everything so far. Obviously, still lots to go. But I was just doing all the windows, and originally, I like the black, but the problem is, I think, because the actual window frame is like really thick, it's a lot. Like if they were much thinner, I think it would work quite well. So I started playing around with this. This is just the default brown color. I did have a look at white. I thought white was maybe a little bit too clean and crisp. This is supposed to be an older school, albeit still a pretty beautiful school. At least on the outside. The inside's a bit drab, but you know what I mean. So I think I might go with the brown. I think that actually works a lot better. It's not as harsh, and also the little windowsill matches the stone color instead. I've also purposely left the section here in the columns white because I kind of like the contrast there. So yeah, I think I'll go ahead and go brown. Okay, yeah, I definitely think those brown windows, or I guess they're kind of like brownish gray. I think that works a lot better. So I guess I'm gonna go around again and finish doing the rest of the windows everywhere. All right, so I think we've got sort of all the windows placed around. I did a few little extra details as well, like around the back here. I put a bunch more columns and stuff going on there, just to make it a bit more interesting. But I mean, there's so much to do on this. I knew that this was gonna be a big build, but this is really big. I mean, I guess we got the basics down, which is good. I'm pretty sure at this point, this would be functional to play with. Well, it should be because we've got literally everything we need. But there's a lot more I want to do. I think, first of all, in these rooms, I'm just going to black it out with like black flooring because we're not going to use these rooms. They're just, you know, just empty space. I mean, I guess if you wanted to build up here, I guess you could. But I'm just going to use like black wallpaper, you know, so it just kind of looks like a space you don't use. Just, it's the void. And I'm also aware that these windows overlap the wall. But that's just because that's just how this atrium fits in that space, and it doesn't really matter from the outside. Actually, it kind of does because you can kind of, now that that's black, okay, hang on. I guess I could just make it smaller. It doesn't have to be this big. All right, there we go. At least from outside now, you don't see the weird split in the wall. Cool, that looks good. All right, I'm gonna do a few little details on the outside now. Like I'm gonna do, I think the original school had something like this too. I was just gonna do some planters around the sides. I think I'll use like this to create little sections here like this. Yeah, like this. Because I want to plant along these. I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do on this. And on the side, I don't think I will, but maybe at the front here. I'm going to go beautiful green grass and like these maybe. Is this? Oh, how far from the wall? I think we have to be a little bit, like if we're right up against the wall, it will go inside the building. But I think, yeah, so that far away, which is fine. If I just make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so maybe a little green compared to the surrounding area. Maybe just dirt and we can put like flowers in it because I think that just looks better. They're too big. Maybe these ones are better. Because we want the school to look big, but not, I mean, it is pretty big, but you know, it's obviously smaller than what a real high school would be, but yeah, there we go. That's good. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. Yeah. That's good. And then on the sides, maybe what we can do, can we just do it down here? Like at whatever height it happens to be at? Can I put fences down here? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're just gonna do it lower down, depending on wherever the terrain is. That makes sense. Okay, that's good. So we've got like sort of all the front and side. Yeah, okay. I'm really liking this now. This is totally working. And then around the back, this is what I wanted to do around this section was have like planters. I guess probably can't do trees that big because we need a little bit more space for that, but we can probably do something here. I think we can definitely do like tree planters like here, but if we had a couple like this. Wondering what flooring should be out here. Obviously we've used these big tiles for the rest of the place, but I don't know. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's just do that there too. That's all right. And then here, so in these ones, that's where we'll put the trees. Yeah. Actually, maybe we can fit trees like this. Okay, that's too many trees like in that space. I think, what if we just do different trees there? What about these ones, but we size them down a bit? It's too much, isn't it? I think we could have a tree. I think it just has to be the one that makes sense. Or, because it's really not working for me. What about just big shrubs and then like flowers in between? Yeah. Okay, that works. Sweet. Okay, that works better. I was a little concerned because none of that was working and I really wanted it to, but I think having the shrubs there will be good. And it just makes this outside space a little bit more interesting. All right, yeah, just like a little formal sort of garden area. Oh, I need to just do that same platform trim. That's looking good. And we'll do like benches and lights and stuff around there. By the way, I did try and put a fence around here. I was able to get a fence, but when I did that, there was no skylight anymore. So it was kind of a trade-off. So instead we've got no fence, but the skylight, which I think looks really cool. All right, this is really coming together. I think this is cool. But at this point, I think I've already spent 3 to 4 hours on this, which is honestly, look, it's not that much. It isn't. But considering we only have a very short window of time to make as much, content as we can on this version of the game, I think I'm gonna leave this here. And if you wanna see me complete it, and I also do wanna complete it, then let me know in the comments down below. And then once the game is actually out, I'll keep working on it because I'll have a lot more time. Just because I've got to record a whole bunch of other videos as well. But yeah, I mean, I think this is looking really cool. I think there's a lot of potential here. The one thing I do really want to do, if I want to do it, I might have to do it in a basement, which is kind of pointless. I thought like an actual like auditorium would be cool. Like I know we've got like the auditorium lot, which is just an empty gymnasium, but like having a section with like a stage and platform seating all the way in a big room would be really cool. Granted, I've really not left space for that. So that would probably have to be a basement thing. I mean, I could potentially do it upstairs, but I don't actually have that much room up here either. Like there's not the height. So I don't know, maybe I just build a custom auditorium with different layouts. I'm not sure with that, but I think this has a lot of potential. I'm really excited for this build. Actually, one final thing I want to do before I sign off. These foundations look horrendous. I think we need to do something else. Maybe like this. Is there like a cream color? Oh yeah, like maybe like this one. It still has like the white trim, which look is not ideal, but I think that looks better. Now, I'm not sure if that's, oh, it is actually supposed to be wood. I was kind of hoping that would be like a concrete thing. Can we pretend it's like a concrete thing? Let's just pretend. Let's pretend it makes more sense to being, because it being wood, I don't know that makes sense for this build. That's one thing I wish I would add more, like when they add new wallpapers and stuff, is add more foundations, or like come up with a better system for foundations, because it kind of sucks that they're so limited, and when you add new wallpapers, like for stuff like this, it just doesn't match. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna leave this build here for now. I definitely want to do more. I think it has a huge amount of potential. Like, I think we got a lot of potential with this. We could even, I should stop saying potential, because we could even potentially move this forward to create more room out the back and then maybe do the separate auditorium. I was thinking we could do it in the front, but then I don't want to block the view of the front of the school because I think that looks sick. That looks so cool. Sorry, my head's blocking it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm super, super stoked about this. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. I want to keep doing it, but I just do not have the time right now, which is such a shame. But I mean, look, most of the stuff is done to make it functional. Obviously, come back, do some more detailing and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully not too long after the game is actually released, I should be able to come back, finish it off, upload it to the gallery, and you'll be able to enjoy it as well. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time, and have an awesome day.